Facebook. It is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I've got a message coming to you which is all about relationships again. And the reason why I want to deliver this topic for you guys today that I'm going to dive the hell into and probably get pretty passionate about is because I just recorded the second ever monthly masterclass in the Limitless Potential Academy today. And it was all around harnessing the power of masculine and feminine energies for self-empowerment, authenticity, and attraction. It was all about empowering the self and empowering our relationships, in particular, our intimate relationships. And that's why I am feeling pretty pumped to deliver today's message to you. I feel like the whole day has all been about this topic. But really, the message that I'm delivering to you guys today is all about the fact that if you're not focused on giving in your relationship, give up. And I'm going to get kind of probably pretty passionate about this one because I'm so sick of it. Like, people think that their whole relationship, sorry if I sound a bit naggy today, I've had enough. But, you know, people get into this concept and this mentality in their relationships, and they're so focused on what they're not getting. They're so focused on what their partner is not giving. They're so focused on what their partner is doing wrong or not doing right, and they're so completely shut and focused on that they're missing the whole point of relationship. You know, your relationship is a place that you go to give, to go to expand, you go to express your all, you go to light another up, you go to, you know, enhance another person's life. It is not a place that you go to take and get and hold back and, you know, only there because you don't want to be alone or whatever. And it sickens me in a lot of ways because we get so caught up, we don't feel good enough within ourselves, so we look to some external relationship in order to fulfill a void that only we can truly fulfill, but we're not conscious of that. And we go to get something that we're never going to really be able to get from anybody until we fulfill ourselves. And so we get caught up in this, like, you know, holding back and give and take and only giving to get, and we're not giving wholeheartedly from a place of love. We're giving out of fear to hold on to somebody that we're attached to, because without them, who the hell are we going to be? And we would have to face our own relationship with self if we were alone for 5 minutes. And then we get caught up in this distraction mode of what they're not doing right, all the problems that they bring to our lives, so that we don't have to look at our own problems and what we're generating and creating and how disempowered we feel, and how when we spend time with ourselves we can't stand it because it's scary and we don't like who we are and we don't know where we're going and we're lacking clarity, we're lacking direction. All this sort of stuff that comes up and bubbles to the surface that we actually need to face if we want to overcome it. But, oh no, let's not go there because that's way too scary. Let's invite another relationship into my life in the hope that it'll allow me to finally feel good enough about myself so I'll never have to deal with that stuff. And let's just handball the responsibility and my happiness and everything, my whole fulfillment on this other individual who absolutely doesn't have anything together either. And and they're trying to get something from me that only they can give to themselves. And then we're at war, and then we're just trying to find some way of getting something from one another, but we're so empty that we've got really nothing of any real significance and any real depth to give one another. And all we're doing is living in fear and protecting ourselves and holding back and trying to, it's just this whole cycle of giving to get. And it drives me insane because beautiful human beings who have so much to offer, if they could just get out of their own way, never get there, and they stay stuck in unhealthy relationship dynamics because they value certainty and thinking, oh, well, at least I know what I'm getting here, over diving into the unknown for the potentiality of something way more extraordinary. And to not settle for ordinary and mediocre, to actually believe in the possibility of that something that is enlivening to the soul, that is what you're actually capable of experiencing. And you're never going to get there with another person if you're only going to a relationship to try and get something. you know, and that is what today's message is all about. I'm hoping that it's resonating with you guys. It gets me kind of fired up. It gets me feeling really passionate because, you know, this area of relationship, you know, our relationship with self and our relationship in particular with our intimate partner determines the quality and the fulfillment of your life. So it's not something to just dabble with. It's not something to just go, oh, this feels okay, or yeah, it's not the greatest, but at least I'm not alone. It's not that area to do so. And take it from me, who's somebody who's absolutely been, you know, jumped from relationship to relationship in order to not be alone, and been in a long-term relationship and not knowing myself outside of that. And that's why, particularly over this last year in particular, I have really honed in and focused on building that relationship with myself so that I don't need another person to come into my life. But, you know, I'm open to the enhancement that somebody else who is willing to grow and get to new levels of consciousness and go for the extraordinary, not just settle for mediocrity or the ordinary. Nearly created a new word then. You know, that's what I'm open to, you know, and I'm not in some rush to get into that next relationship because it's so scary by myself. I'm really happy within me, and I grow myself and I work on myself every single day. And I would never let loneliness determine whether I get in a relationship or not. I would only allow the extraordinary and the potentiality for experiencing something way more than I could ever experience myself to open those doors to go into a relationship. And that's the kind of standard that I think every single human being needs to have, but they're never going to have it until they work on themselves, until they sort their own relationship with self out so that they can actually go to a relationship and give without feeling like something's being taken away from them and putting them in fear and protection mode. All right, I'm going to stop talking. I really would love to hear from you guys. If you've got any words of wisdom, or if you've got any questions or anything that you'd love to share or ask, or just say hi. I love connecting with you guys, as you know. And if you would like access to the amazing training that I did, went through today, it was a bit of a longer one. It nearly went for 2 hours. But I'm super passionate about this topic, and I had so many amazing questions from everybody in the masterclasses. So it went on and on and on with all these different questions and the training, and I would love to give you access to it if you are somebody who wants to empower yourself and your intimate relationships in particular, so that you can have that extraordinary quality of relationship that's full of passion and intimacy and attraction, and you're going places, you know, and you're not willing to just settle. Then that is the training for you. I've just done it, and I would love to have you a part of it, and you'll get instant access. I've been busily putting all the recordings up, putting all the trainings up, so it is there ready for you to access as soon as you register. Link is up above. So let me dive into it. I've got Sam. Yay, I just spent so many hours with you, my friend, and I love that you're still here and not sick of me. And Julie and Richard and Bruno and Judy and Richard. Hello to you, my friend. And Charlotte's here. And Sam, love your fabulous and amazing enthusiasm. Thank you, my friend. I nearly lost my voice after our session today. After the masterclass, so I've had a couple of hours break and I'm feeling a bit better now. And Gali is here, and Oscar's, yay! I love it. Whenever it's late in my afternoon, I seem to catch you, and I love that. And Ashish is here, and Sam, woohoo! You killed it in the masterclass. Thank you so much for your incredible wisdom and transmission. And thank you, Sam. I'm so grateful that you found so much value in today's masterclass. And I always love bathing in your energy. It's electric, and I love it. And Leanne's here. Lynn. My apologies. And Emma's here, and Ned. You're so welcome, my friend. And Sam, to give to get is manipulative and fear motivated. Exactly. And it only leaves you feeling really unfulfilled as well, you know, because there's this deeper part of you beyond just what you're getting that has so much that it wants to give. It has so much of a desire to impact another individual. And when you just give to get, you're selling it short, and it knows it, and you ain't getting away from it because it's within you, right? So I absolutely love how you articulated that, Sam. Exactly. And Peter's here, and Sanula, and Juicy, and Samuel, spot on. I'm single after 23 years until I feel ready. I love it, Samuel. Absolutely. You know, and I think that is one of the most powerful times in our life, is to have a period of being single. Definitely for me, who's a serial monogamist, right? And in you know, a few long-term relationships, and yeah, definitely it's been one of the major challenges of my life to separate out of relationship and to go on that journey within me. And I could not more highly recommend it for, I think, every single human being, you know, to have a period of time where you have to face stuff within you and not have a distraction in the external world. I'm so sick of us like we use people in our external world to distract us from our own problems. We create all these unnecessary cycle of problems that are just so surface level, so that we don't have to face this stuff within, and it just keeps us stuck, limited, small, all the rest of it. So I love hearing that, Samuel, and good on you, my friend. And I hope that you are also staying open to the possibility of something beautiful and extraordinary coming into your life, and not getting stuck in the other side of the realm, which is like, oh, I don't want anybody else to come into my life. You know, this is my world. Keep out, you know, so we don't want to block ourselves that way either. And Gael, bonjour. And life is loving. Loving is giving, so life is giving. I love that from our friend Tony Robbins, the greatest mentor. I love it, Gael, and I love seeing you as well, my friend. And Alex is here. And Sam, love your passion for relationships and fulfillment. Never settle. High standards, particularly in your intimate relationship. Go for it. You've got it. And, you know, whenever you set a new standard for yourself, you challenge yourself to raise the bar to it, and you also challenge other people to evolve up to that level too. You're doing the world a favor when you raise your standards in a really healthy way, you know? Instead of settling for ordinary, go for extraordinary in all realms of your life. I love that, Sam, but I'm most passionate about relationships. And if you couldn't tell. And Gael, how do you manage when you are in love with someone overseas and this person does not know that you love her? Oh, that is a challenging one, Gael. So many different angles to take with that, but I think that communication is key, you know, like get clarity over your vision, you know, particularly if you're more masculine in your energy. You've definitely got to get clarity of vision over what you want and why you want that person in your life, and communicate that with courage and openness and coming from the right place, out of love, not fear, you know, because at the end of the day, what do you want? Like if that person doesn't know that you love them and you want something to, you know, eventuate with them, then like if they don't know, like how's it ever going to unfold? And if you don't know what you want, like, so you've got to get that clarity of vision, have the courage to communicate openly, authentically, from a place of love, not fear. And best of luck for you, my friend Gael. I love it. And Crystal's here, and Thomas Love. Love your forward and your energy. Thank you very much, Thomas Love, and I love having you here, my friend. And Vanessa's back. Yay, you're not sick of me either. I loved having you in the masterclasses today. Hope it was super valuable for you. And Darren, all the best for the future, Vanessa. I am feeling very upset because my ex-girlfriend broke up with me. What's your advice? Much love to you, Darren. You know, I really do believe that everything in life happens for a reason and a purpose that serves us. And you'll be set free from anything that you're holding on to that you think is so bad and negative and fear of loss, when you can see the other side and you can see the gift. Everything has duality. Everything has a negative and a positive side, you know, and when you can see that balance, you'll be free to make better choices. So I would absolutely challenge you, Darren. If you're feeling like you've lost something, you've lost that ex-girlfriend, you're feeling really upset, like you said, I would challenge you, because at the moment, your mind is just seeing all that's wrong, all that's missing, all that's negative, and I promise you there's a lot of positive there. There is an equal amount of positive available to you, and you're keeping yourself stuck in your mind by just focusing on one-sidedness. So my challenge to you, Darren, would be to go to town, to push yourself, to identify all of the advantages for that relationship to not be operating anymore, for your girlfriend to have broken up with you. What are all the advantages? What are all the benefits to you? your mind would probably say there's none. But I challenge you to do it. And if you're somebody who wants to break through, like I know you are, because you wouldn't be watching this video and you certainly wouldn't be asking any questions about it, then I challenge you, my friend, to keep identifying. Take out a piece of paper and a pen and literally go to town with it. Identify all of the benefits to you for her to break up with you and anybody else you involve. What's the benefits for her? What's the benefits for you? How is life going to be better? What are all the positives? And if you can do that and you can get yourself to a place of equilibrium, which is just a state of gratitude for the way things are, loving what is your freedom, is your ticket out, is your ticket towards empowerment. And otherwise, you're just keeping yourself stuck in the mind, you're limiting your potential, and you ain't going to progress, and you're just going to feel terrible about it. So I don't want that for you, my friend, and I'd love to hear from you about whether or not you're going to accept that challenge. I promise you, if you commit to it, you will find yourself on the other side. And that's where we want to be. I love it, Darren. And Sam, can't wait to see your knight of armor. I bet he'll be extraordinary and secure in his skin and gives from overflow and heart connection. Your gorgeous goddess for a beautiful and romantic, happy relationship. Oh, I love that, Sam. Touching my heart, absolutely. And you're definitely tapping into everything that we dove into in the masterclasses today around masculine and feminine energy. Oh, nearly made me cry thinking about that. That's so spot on, Sam. I love it. And Vanessa, thank you so much for class today. You're so inspiring. Oh, I so love that you found it inspiring, Vanessa. It was so beautiful to have you there. I love having you on the team and in our amazing growing community. So thank you, Vanessa. I really appreciate that. And your Baze is here. And Mohsen, thank you for all the beautiful posts that this week has been named in the name of the woman in Iran. Although you are not Iranian, but I congratulate you on behalf of an Iranian. Thank you, Mohsen. I so appreciate you. That's very, very kind of you, and I'm grateful that you're finding value in these posts, and I really love having you here, my friend. Thank you so much. And Frank's here. And Sam, how do you plan to meet your potential partner? Have you done online dating? Oh, good question. It's a funny one, actually. I have never done anything to do with online dating. It might be because a big part of that might have been because I've been in long-term relationship whilst online dating kind of came into play, and it stopped being like this weird thing and started being the norm. But there's part of me that just doesn't gravitate towards, I don't know, it's kind of like, it's like me with drinking beer. I'm kind of like, no, I'm never going to do that. And it's weird. I only have a couple of things. I think online dating, I don't know. I'm never going to do that. I don't know why. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with it. I've got so many friends who've met their life partners through online dating. I don't know what it is. There's just, I don't know what that is. But no, I haven't at all done any online dating, and how I plan to meet my potential partner, I ain't got no plans going on at all. I am open to the universe. You know, I trust in the process of however it's going to happen, and I'm just going to keep doing me, keep working on me, keep growing me, and keep staying open to the potentiality of meeting somebody extraordinary. So I love that, Sam. Thanks for the questions. And Gael, thank you so much for this advice. It comforts me on my decision. You are awesome. I love that, Gael. So grateful to hear that. And trade your expectation for appreciation and the whole world changes in an instant, from our mate Tony Robbins. Absolutely, Gael. And Randy, I'll have to watch you on the replay. Great to see you every day with great messages. I love having you back, Randy. That touches my heart. And I can't wait to hear from you. Hope this replay is going to be valuable to you. And Sam, your feedback is so enlightening and empowering. I honor and appreciate that. Thank you, babe. Thank you so much, Sam. I'm so grateful to have such a great friend in my life in you. And you light me up every day. And Rollins is here, awesome, and Michael and Samuel. Thank you for your wisdom, lady. I'm improving every day, meditating, gym, and being positive. Samuel, that is awesome. Good for you, my friend, and you're so welcome. Thank you for showing up. And I'm really grateful for your feedback to know that you are finding value in these messages. I'm going to sign off. I really hope that today's message has kind of hit home for you. Or maybe there's somebody in your life who is just always going down the same cycle of victimhood. You know, they're always trying to get something from somebody else rather than look at themselves and say, what do I want to give? And you're not keeping them safe by, you know, just reinforcing to them that they're the victim, because there's always going to be that empty part of them that knows they've got so much love to give. They've got so much affection, appreciation, all that great stuff that we all as human beings want to give. You know, they've got all of that stuck inside of them. And don't let them, if you love them, don't let them be somebody who gets to the end of their life and they never really got there, because it'll be on you as well, because you have an influence on the people that you love. Make sure that you have a high standard of your connection and challenge them to raise their standards too, and never sell themselves short in the area of love or life. But, you know, this area of love, you know, I'm always telling you guys, at the end of the day, the purpose of life is to love fully and to be loved fully, to give fully and to receive wholeheartedly. And if you're not doing that, you're always going to feel empty. You're always going to be chasing something else, some other achievement that's only going to be momentary. So you might as well start here, do the work on you, and open up to giving fully of yourself in your intimate relationships and all relationships, but that's what we're focused on today. And if you want the training, sign up. I can't wait to have you in the masterclasses. Sending you guys, as always, all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, extraordinary, and you're doing something empowering for you and for the people that you love. I'm sending you all my love, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow.